Yo, my name is JC Williams, and this is my manifesto. Nah, I'm kidding. I won't kill a bunch of people. Instead, I am going to say Morbius was like a 4. Yeah, it was like a 4. It was just a little bit below average, and I watched this movie drunk. Like, I'm still a little bit drunk giving this review. And Morbius was definitely, it was lacking some stuff. And usually when I watch most of my movies drunk, which honestly add a little bit of niceness to it. So Morbius, it had some plot point failures in it. So the first thing, because I'm going to title this video, it had a big plot hole. I'm gonna just get this out the way for the people who just want this out of the way. Why didn't he try animal blood? It seems like such an obvious solution. The guy is perfectly okay with killing rats. We seen that in the beginning. He was on test 117. He was testing on rats. He was perfectly okay with killing rats. He was, by the time before he tested on himself, he was on test 237, I believe. So he was perfectly okay with testing on rats. Up until this point, he tested on over 200 plus rats, knowing that they would die. Or at least thinking that they might die. And up until rat 117, he had killed 116 rats before that. So, why wasn't trying animals an obvious solution? I know after the first 8 people he killed, alright, cool, let me get off the boat, blah, blah, blah. He goes to the artificial blood. But if blood is the thing that you need, and the animal that you got this whole trait, all of this stuff from, in the beginning of the movie, we see that these bats eat on other animals. These are not carnivorous bats. They don't only eat on each other. So why, and they don't only eat on humans. So why would he think that he can only eat human DNA? I mean, he can only drink human blood. Now, with the bats, he said he felt like he had like a kinship to them, stuff like that, like he was a member of them. The bats aren't carnivorous, so it makes sense why he wouldn't eat any of the bats. But why wouldn't he just try like a bloody steak? Like, just give me that shit super rare. Let me get a steak. Let me try that. He didn't try a cat. None of the endless supply of mice he had. He didn't try a fish, just like a regular fish. And like, I did the math, right? A human has 5 liters of blood. A cow has 39. He could have just ate a cow. He could have just like became a cow farmer. Drained it of its blood. Maybe sold some steaks. He was a doctor. He was a rich doctor. So like, could have just been buying cows. He could have just been a cow farmer, a dairy farmer. I thought that was like a very huge plot point that we didn't see anywhere in this movie, that he tried to try animal blood. Secondly, what was he mad at his homie for? He was dying, bro. Like, instead of trying to like tell him like, yo, bro, you just gotta wait a little bit longer. It's some harmful side effects to this stuff. I'm trying to get those worked out, and then I'm gonna help you. Or instead of just trying to be like, yeah, bro, yeah. And then on top of that, the guy came to help him. Like, he came to jail. He saw that he was losing himself. He left him with some human blood that was gotten sustainably. Like, he got it from like a blood bank, donations, without killing anybody. He got the blood just like that. And he's just like, yeah, bro, yeah. And he's like, how dare you try it after I tried it? What? Yeah. Why the fuck wouldn't he try it? He see you walking around, throwing him about. You got strength to do all this other stuff. Yeah, why wouldn't he try it? It ain't like he it ain't like he saw you kill a bunch of people before he tried it. So why wouldn't he try it? That just wouldn't make sense. And then you just left the vial sitting there. Hell yeah, he's gonna try it. That was dumb. That was really dumb. And then the fight they had, that was dumb. That didn't really make sense. I'm not gonna fight you, Michael. Yes, just keep killing those people in front of me. Oh, now I'm gonna fight you because you shouldn't be killing those people in front of me. Hey, and I'm just still stuck on, why didn't you try like animal blood? Not even like a one-off line like, oh, I tried animal blood, it won't work. Bats are mammals and they eat other mammals to get their motherfucking blood fixed. You couldn't just be a mammal and try other animals? You couldn't even try the animals that the bats eat as a part of their regular diet? They ate a cow in the beginning. Like, you couldn't just try a cow? That was nowhere on the menu? Like artificial blood. Hell yeah. Blue blood. Cow? No. No, that don't count. That was dumb for that part. And then, why did old girl end up being a vampire at the end? Like, did dude inject her and her body stopped because of that? Okay, cool. That's what we saw happen. He was trying to get Morbius to come over to his side. So he like, look, this is the only person left. So why don't you just join us, because she a vampire now. Okay, that would have made sense. But Morbius drank her blood, and we saw him drain everybody else of all of their blood every time he drank from them, or nearly all of their blood. So how is she even alive? Like, unless he injected her, in which case, how did he even win that fight? Bro just drank like 4-5 people. You sitting up here starving on artificial blood. And what the hell did those bats have to do with anything? Like, this guy was strong enough to throw full-grown humans around, and he couldn't just push a swarm of bats off of him? Like, what? I feel like this is another one of those movies where if the main characters just sat down and talked to each other like people, the movie could have been like seriously avoided. Like, this not like a Tony Stark, Bucky Barnes, and Captain America situation where it's like, I don't give a fuck, he still killed my parents, I'm emotional right now. Like, he could have just been like, yo, Milo, bro, I tried it. You see me, it worked. We're gonna hold off on that shit. Like, right now, I'm trying to look for some other solutions. Just don't do it right now. Like, it's not there. All he did was be like, don't do it. Throw him with like some strength. Like, you didn't even show him you had bad powers. You just showed him all of the positives of it. Why the fuck wouldn't he try that when he's dying? And those cops, they was such like a shitty plot point. And the last thing I'm gonna touch on, this dude walked into a criminal syndicate in the middle of New York, underground warehouse, all of this secrecy, making money, doing all of that stuff. They got a lab, and he ran into one guy who was armed with a knife. Was this movie supposed to take place in London? Like, this is America. Legal citizens have guns. People who ain't never break the law in their life have guns. You telling me the criminal cabal don't got guns? They just got one guy armed with a knife who will let you do a whole speech play jokes and stuff before he pull a knife out on you. Like, you had one job. And I saw this movie drunk, so that's a little bit hard. I'd maybe give it a 5 out of 10, which is average. It's not like a 50% you failed the test. I say it's slightly below average to average at best. And that was me drunk. So I could see how some people who saw the movie sober wouldn't really like it. I did think it started good. It was just that the conflict seemed really forced, and then a lot after that seemed forced. Like, it seemed like even more forced conflict rather than just saying, like, I don't know. I feel like they could have built the conflict better. So I felt like the first 25, 30 minutes, I was on board, thought it was good. I just felt like after they tried to establish some kind of conflict and a supervillain, they really lost the plot. And that's when they kind of lost me, because it just kind of like kept falling from there. But that was my video. That was all I had to say. Alright, I'm finna go take a shower, because I smell. Why do I smell? Ooh, I zoomed in. You see my pimple? Why do I smell? Because I came from the gym. I'm working hard out here. God damn it. God damn it, Bobby. Let me get some sunlight. I'm tripping. Alright, bye, y'all.